Hello, Lemon Mangoes. Today I'm going to give you a tour of my game, or developer commentary, or whatever you want to classify this as. So Rules of the Tripacks is already out technically as a demo, but there's a whole lot of stuff that I already had developed that isn't in the demo version. So recently I've been working on the endings. So there's a fairgrounds, town, farm, play pack. Only the fairgrounds is currently in game and still heavily in progress. And none of these switches do anything. They're all clones, all separate sprites via clones. But I still have to program them to actually switch on and off. By tomorrow's commentary, I'll probably have that programmed in. I don't know if I kept the save code in the demo, but yes. Oh, and since most of this is the same in the demo version and in here, I think I'll just do a jump cut in a moment. You know, to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. But first, oh, okay, that's a glitch. I was skipping ahead so then I could jump cut faster, and I'm covered in scratches. That's not supposed to happen. So I don't know if this was in it. The whole reason I kept this in so that so I could, if the rain was in the original demo, after on day 6 and 7 it begins to rain. For a reason that I'm gonna have to jump cut so then I don't spoil it. Oh, can we jump cut now? I didn't mean to do that. After a bit of messing around with the code, I finally got this to load in. So if you turn on Fairground, which you have to do manually once the game releases, because it's gonna be incomplete, you'll be able to head over to the Fairgrounds itself, which requires going through all this dialogue, which is very painful if you're on a time crunch. Mountain, I'm on time. I'm absolutely on time. Hurry up and let me in. Thank you. So this is a bit unfunctional. For example, I'm trapped unless you exit, and with the poor cropping I had this thing set to, you can't really see what I'm doing much. But I promise that tomorrow I'll actually get this done much better, because let's show. So that at night that you have the fancy light here. This way is death. There is going to be an ability to make bread, so when you click this, you have a screen that allows you to play a little bread making minigame and you keep track of your score. It is also going to be a side plot which you get to turn the power on. And I wouldn't make all these chairs spin, but that's too much redrawing and dragging around, and I'm too lazy for that. I can go to certain extents, but I'm not that lazy. It's going to be another minigame here, so where you have to toss grass balls. You have prize corners. Over here is an alley which leads you to the barn ending. This area, that arrow doesn't appear if it's disabled. Okay, so next there's going, and since the whole breaking into the next pack isn't really much at the moment, but where is the, here it is. I'm going to instead show you the current progress on boss fight. So you have a save point, which is pretty much to let the players know that they're about to go against the battle. And if sounds were on, the music would actually cut out once the screen fades and you hear footstep sounds. But so that way my stretching voice could be heard while I had to disable sound. So that's why I stuck with blank screen for a bit. And no music actually plays here. Yeah, so oh, that was fixed for a moment. But when you go for the thing, yeah, it's actually supposed to say a wolf because you get to choose who your second fighter is because there's a lot of double battling and such when you break into the pack. But since I skipped straight ahead, because well, I knew what I'm sure you get by now, I need to get this done quickly. It defaults to Wolf 2, because in the ordering inside the project, there's Wolf 2, Wolf 3, and Wolf 4 as placeholders. However, there's no placeholder sprite, because that's too much work. In fact, the sprite's already glitched out. You saw how I lost my scratches and suddenly got it again. I don't know how that worked. And the boss fight is almost done. I'm sure I'm gonna die in 5 seconds due to my fact that I have 25 or 15 whatever was health. But so yes, there's actually supposed to be a button there, but I think. Oh wait, yeah, it's supposed to be this button here that follows you. But since one of the health, I think it's enemy health. No, no, no. Okay, for some reason broadcast isn't quite showing up. Right, but this is supposed to say 50. But then you do a little bite. Doesn't look the best, honestly. I don't think the house reset properly. But I do have the actual ending planned. I hate this spike glitching effect. But anyways, I have the whole ending complete already. So if you were able to defeat this as normal, as intended, that you will have the game would end instantly if you die or lose to him. That's why I had to save. If you win, you get to continue on as normal. You can choose between leading Otto's pack. The Otto is this wolf, by the way. Or you can choose between heading back to your pack. And either way, you get the option to continue playing or end it right there. And even if you choose to continue playing, you can go to one of the save points. And you can end the game then there. So technically it has infinite playability if you don't mind wandering around for the next 5 hours. I'll probably add the ability to turn on health and hunger and thirst. Ah, my throat's beginning to hurt from all this talking. Yeah. Oh, and in case you're wondering, when the spy attack occurs, a separate sprite appears for the collision. It has a ghost effect on, so you can't see it. So if you stand over here while he's biting, you don't take damage. If you touch the tail, you won't take damage. But if you use but for your bite, you don't get that fancy collision effect, cause well, yeah, the button's not the best, especially if you're a poor mobile player. Okay, the spies are getting to being a bit glitchier than normal. I think that's about it. I think I'll end the video here. But tomorrow, or at least hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then hopefully the next day or whenever. I'll give another update sharing more progress. My goal is for until its release date on Sunday. I'm going to try and hype it up by releasing these little logs. They probably won't be as long as this one, however long that is, because there'll be a lot less. So yes, hopefully you'll enjoy the game, or at least it's whatever I have done. when I release it, won't have as much content as it's led to be in the roadmap or here. Because as I said before, I only have this option open. You can't even have pups or anything. And these options, farm is probably what's next on my list, or maybe the town. Player pack is still in debate because you get to have your own pack. That'll be who knows how much complicated to code in Scratch. But it'll probably be something simple like you get to recruit wolves and such, and hunger and food is turned on regardless of if you want it or not. So yes, that's currently the game. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.